everyone. Alrighty, everyone. Sorry about that. Welcome to Blue Mage, Heavensward, Calosa. You've just caught Calosa going on a trip with her in-laws and Rian to the Masked Carnivale, where all of the fighters, where we got to watch a bunch of fighters defeat some monsters. Their favorite, of course, is the great Azuro, the great blue mage nobleman. But their absolute favorite is the mysterious Azuro II, who mysteriously jumped into the ring and then soundly defeated the scary Azul Magia and then mysteriously disappeared. I wonder where the Azuro II could be. Rian likes to make jokes that the Azuro II could probably beat Calosa, and it kind of makes her angry, but not for the reasons that he realizes. And so, but at some point while they were going off getting autographs from other people, Calosa was able to sneak backstage and meet up with Martyn for a new game plus. Let's try it out. Whoop. Martyn's recently established Blue Mages Guild shows promise as it continues to grow steadily. Much to his surprise and delight, Feargeese, member of Uldah's syndicate and renowned lover of the Colosseum, has taken an interest in the Masked Carnivale and has agreed to provide funding for the Celestium. But what will this benevolent benefactor seek in return? Dun dun dun. Let's see how this turns out. We gotta get more money. That's Martyn's MO. Hello, Mr. Martyn, hello. Martyn is putting on even more airs than usual. Even more? Martyn, please. Hello, mate. Been polishing your skills, have you? I'll admit, I've had a fair bit on my plate recently, what with performing at the Celestium and running the Blue Mages Guild. That's right, Calosa, I finally got it and opened up a guild. How could I not, given all the demand? Folk have been fairly climbing over each other to sign up and get their mitts on my soul crystals. You've probably seen a fair few on your travels, trading blows with the local cactuars and whatnot. Oh, you're right, I have seen a few. Running around. I've joined a few, actually. They'll do anything to study the blue arts under the great Azuro, star of the Celestium. Thanks to them, my almost lifelong dream of running my own guild has come true. Ah, speak of the devils. Look at these cuties! Yeah! Hey! Why, if it ain't my two of my star pupils, Piade and Nutiba. Can it be true? Has Azuro II long last deigned to grace us with her presence? I can't believe we finally have the chance to meet you in person! Please, I beg of you, accept us as your apprentices! We'll follow you anywhere! What? Oi, I think you're forgetting who the guildmaster is around here. And besides, I've got other plans for Calosa. If you two can afford to stand about chewing the fat, you've got time to go and get yourself some new spells. Go on, hop to it. See you. Have a good one. Gods give me strength. If they ever get their heads out of the clouds and into their spell books for a change, they might bloody learn something. Bugger me, I nearly forgot that I'm supposed to be performing soon. Fancy coming to see your old friend, the great Azuro, in action? Actually, I came here to meet with my in-laws and my bondmate, I guess you could call him. I'd love to watch. Of course, you won't be watching from the stands with all the unwashed masses. I've got a front row spot with your name on it. And I guess maybe your in-laws as well, question mark? All right, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the magnificent, the stupendous, the great Azuro! Not to be outdone by his apprentice Azuro II, he has handpicked one of our most fearsome fiend pits as his opponent, the savage, the gargantuan, Kronsprin's Behemoth!
Wow, it's a glower! Wow, it's an aqua breath! A missile!
The great Azuro opens with a volley of his tried and true spells, yet the Behemoth shows no signs of backing down.
Mr. Azuro, you're supposed to use the missile first, not last! A smirk! A new spell! Magic hammer? An icy breath? What could that be? That looked like meteors! It's incredible!
My word, ladies and gentlemen, not even the crown prince of beasts could withstand these never-before-seen techniques! Victory goes to the great Azuro!
Wow, that was amazing! I've never seen abilities like it!
Oh my goodness.
The twinkle in his teeth! Mr. Martyn is amazing! Hey, I'm just saying, if Ryan can think Azuro II is awesome, then I can think Mr. Martyn is amazing. That's just facts.
So what do you think?
I bet you thought the great Azuro couldn't get any greater. Between the Masked Carnivale and running the guild, I somehow found time to pick up a few new spells. Went all the way to Ishgard and tried my luck against the creatures so horrible they'd make a behemoth blubber. Was worth the trip though. Now my repertoire of blue magic is bigger than ever. Let me tell you, the crowds have been lapping it up. You'd think that the Celestium would reward all this extra effort by bumping up my pay, but apparently not. Actually, that reminds me. Roy said there's someone she wants me to meet over at the Miners Guild. No idea what it's about, but maybe I'm getting a raise after all. Since you're here, you should tag along as well. If there's extra gil on offer, I wouldn't want you to miss out. I'm thoughtful like that, you know.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Martyn. He's so sweet.
He just wants other people to be as awesome and cool as him. Oh, Mr. Martyn. Oh, Mr. Martyn, and hey, Miss Rice. To be honest, I know better than to get my hopes up anytime Royce is involved. Whatever it is, there's bound to be a catch of some sort. I'm glad you could join us, my dear. Wait here a moment, would you? Oh! Why, who's this big Rogadin fellow? Wait, I think I've recognized him. It is my privilege to introduce the great Master Firgis, esteemed member of the Syndicate and chairman of our Magina and Sons mineral concern. Martyn, you will no doubt be delighted to hear he has found your match against the Crown Prince, the Behemoth, most exhilarating. Oh! I had no idea that such a distinguished, upstanding member of the community was in our audience.
That was quite a display, young man. I must say, until I witnessed it for myself, I was under the impression that the Masked Carnivale was little more than a frivolous distraction, a far cry from the time-honored traditions of the Colosseum. All it took was one match to disprove my misgivings. This blue magic of yours is truly a spectacle like no other.
Ooh, that's very kind of you, sir. I love his happy mask. I'm gonna call him Happy Martyn Salesman. Happy Martyn salesman? Happy mask salesman? And would I be correct in assuming we have your support? Support?
Why, yes, from this day forth, Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern shall provide all the financial backing you should require.
You do us a great honor, Master Feargeese.
Now that that's been decided, there are other, rather less interesting matters which I must attend. I shall have my assistants draw up the necessary contracts and so forth. And with that, I bid you good evening.
The bow. Now, I suppose you're wondering what has prompted all this. Well, the Masked Carnivale has become a roaring success, for which I have both of you to thank. Our menagerie of pit fiends has been eaten into our profits, in quite a literal sense. Simply keeping them fed is monstrously expensive. And there's the fact that the crowds will soon grow tired of us dragging out the same old creatures, so we need to invest in having ever more exotic and dangerous beasts brought in by experienced adventurers, which costs a pretty gill as well. That's why I invited Feargeese to visit the Celestium. That walking coin purse is known for his love of the Colosseum as he is for being ludicrously wealthy. And just between the three of us, it seems his position within the Syndicate is nowhere near as stable as he'd like it to be. He's desperately searching for a new venture that'll give him the edge over his rivals. Though I can't attest to how much the chairman stands to benefit from our partnership, I'm quite confident of our own prospects. For our part, we're gonna come up with new performances to generate more excitement. Sounds really great. So that's Master Feargeese. It's good to finally put a face to the name. I wonder if Amagina and Sons would be interested in propping up the Blue Mages Guild. Was I thinking out loud? Forget I said anything. Anyway, can't wait to see what the lads back at the guild make of this little development, shall we? Where'd your accent go, Mr. Martyn? It completely died with Royce. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Martyn. Your accent just disappeared into the ether, like it always does. I have given him so many accents, and it's always changed. I'm sorry, Mr. Martyn. By the sounds of it, Royce will be lining up for some different foes for us to face in the Masked Carnivale. Knowing her, our safety is the least of her concerns, so we'd better be ready for whatever she has to throw at us. That's why I took the liberty of adding a few more entries to your spellbook. Like any good student, you'll be wanting to follow in your teacher's footsteps, which will lead you to Ishgard. And when you get there, what better spell to learn than Northerlies? A nice blast of freezing cold air is just the trick when things get too hot to handle. Oh, so it was Northerlies that you cast. Ah yes, if you feel like adding some other blue magic to your arsenal, Gahilja has some brand new totems that might be worth a look. One more thing. At the risk of inflating your ego, I'd say your blue magic will be on par with mine before long, so I have a mind to put you to work training some of the apprentices. Rawr! Gahilja. But that's assuming you make it back from Ishgard in one piece. Watch yourself out there. Those frost-encrusted bastards roaming about the snowfields take no prisoners. Sounds like a plan. So we've got some new abilities. Well, actually, we've got absolutely no new abilities. But number one, that was Magic Hammer. There it is. Memorably employed by Biblios, this technique, simply put, drops a massive metal, or in many cases, etherical hammer, directly upon a foe's pate with resounding impact. Such foes understandably find their mental acuity somewhat reduced thereafter. This is really good. It reduces their intelligence by 10%. It's a good debuff for tanks. But here's the one he wanted us to get, Northerlies. Owing to the unique refrigerant in its saliva, the Yeti is able to chill its own breath to such great extent that said gust of air rapidly freezes ambient water-aspected ether. By magically generating a similar blizzard, the Mage becomes particularly effective against foes afflicted with dropsy. So if the person is already wet with, say, a water spell, then you can use Northerlies, and it does even more damage. It freezes them. Very nice. But Ram's voice already freezes them, so it's not a huge deal. But nice enough anyway. It's really cute. So you'll notice you can get it in Kurthus Western Highlands. All of the spells you can actually get from random enemies and don't have to go into dungeons. So much better. So much better. I'm glad that they fixed that because it was really annoying. Mr. Martyn, I've got Northerlies. Martyn plans to teach Nutiba, Buntiba, and Pyande a lesson. Nutiba, Buntiba, and Pyande a lesson. A lesson in what? Ah, that's the look of someone who stared down a Yeti or three. Now that you mastered Northerlies, you're a step closer to reaching my level. And like I mentioned before, I want you to help me train a couple of fledgling blue mages. Remember the pair who were practically begging you to teach them? Looks like they finally get their wish. I'll meet you over in Hammerly. Sounds like a plan. Hammerly? Oh, I know where that is. We can just take the Ethernet shard out to Western Thanalan. Thanalan. Ah, flying over in style. Beautiful. Yeah. Hello, Nutiba Buntiba. If I'm dreaming, don't wake me. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice he has long hair. That's cute. Yo, Martyn! Is this the training dummy? Normally, getting these two to do any serious training is a bloody uphill struggle, but as soon as I mentioned you'd be coming along, they couldn't get here fast enough. I thought they should see some practical blue magic, away from all the showmanship of the Masked Carnivale, so I borrowed this arena Viking for you to demonstrate a few spells. Go easy on it though, eh? Gotta give it back, you see. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll set it to lightly maim. Listen, you two, don't spend the whole time gawping all storied like. Pay attention to what spells Calosa uses and when. Sounds like a plan. Ready? Come on then, you bucket of bolts. Oh no, I'm under attack. Bristle. Off guard. Flamethrower. Oh wow, still alive, huh? Sonic Boom. There you go. Make sure that you start off with a big attack. There you go. Can I talk with you, Martyn? There we go. Ha ha! Just like I taught you. Such fluid movements, and your footwork was a sight to behold. It didn't stand a chance. You kept attacking and attacking until it was a smoking pile of scrap. Yes, yes, very impressive. We'll talk about this later, Calosa. I think that's more than enough for the time being. Back to Ul'dah, everyone. I'm sorry I made you look bad, Mr. Martyn. I'm kind of not really sorry, but a little sorry. You know what? Yeah, I'll just spend the money to go back so I don't have to run all the way there. Oh, and also, yes, one of my friends is mentioning the Marlboro, and I was like, well, duh, I need a Marlboro seedling, because what blue mage doesn't know bad breath, and always carries a bad breath person on hand? Exactly. Makes sense. So, there you go. Marlboro'd. Yeah. Come on, Marlboro seedling, let's go. Mr. Martyn, what's up? I sent Nutiba, Buntiba, and Pyande off on a couple of errands for the guild, but they'll be here soon. Cutscene. What? Huh? What are they talking about? Gods be good! Those aren't the fees that we agreed upon! No way! Mammoths and guest instructors don't come cheap, you know. Besides, a few extra gills seem like small change once you're fully fledged blue mages. You won't regret this, I promise. What the? Ugh! Here you go. Cheese. That's more like it. If you follow the example set by Calosa and myself, you'll be putting down ferocious beasts left, right, and center. Now return to your training, my faithful apprentices. See ya, Miss Calosa! What was that? Bloody elves, what do they think I'm running here? Charity? I didn't realize you charged for these lessons of yours. I thought I was doing it out of the kindness of my own heart. How else do you think I keep the guild afloat? And I'll have you know, the rates are perfectly reasonable, especially considering all these unforeseen expenses. You'll get your share, don't you worry. More importantly, something else has come to my attention. My apprentices aren't the only ones who go off looking for enemies to test their skills on. As everyone knows, adventurers often band together and go delving into abandoned catacombs, haunted mansions, and the like. They normally decide beforehand who does what according to their areas of expertise. One to lead the way and draw out the beasties, couple more for general stabbing, burning, and so on, and maybe to see any mangled limbs and gaping wounds. In other words, they all have a certain role to fill. When I heard that groups of blue mages have been doing just as well without specializing in any particular role, I was thrilled to bits. Why? Because this can only mean one thing. Blue mages can do everything! What? Attacking, defending, healing, you name it. Of course, we knew that already, but I never thought about using blue magic outside of one-on-one combat. I've asked the guild members to write a report each time they go exploring as a group so I can formulate new strategies for working alongside others. Even Piande and Nutiba Buntiba might have something interesting to tell me next time we meet. Mind you, those two have taken to blue magic like cats and popodos to water. Not very well, in other words. That's why I'll be taking them for more training, and I'd like you to join us. Yeah. Until then, I want you to learn Whistle. Not the put your lips together and blow sort, I mean the blue mage spell. Now go, my annoyingly capable apprentice. I'm sorry I'm better at you than everything, Mr. Martyn. And whistle. Whistle, whistle, whistle. At first, we had Bristle, which was just an increase for any spell. Increase the potency of the next spell cast by 50%. But now we got Whistle. This technique is in fact one of psychological suggestion, albeit suggestion performed on the self. When the proper pitch is attained, the body will respond by producing adrenaline, which can be used to advantage in combat, or if one happens to be a doll mill and attracting a mate. Aww. This one increases the potency of the next physical damage spell cast by 80%. Little extra there. So there we go. Whistle. Whistle is very important because when you attach it to Moon Flute, which you get from Gahilja, which makes all of your damage increase by 50%, you can then attach Final Sting, which you saw oh so wonderfully used against Azomagia back in the day. So this is what we call the Final Sting combo. Usually you'll have a healer cast off guard while everyone else is prepping, but you'll cast your Whistle, you'll get your Moon Flute ready, and your Final Sting. And all of the little guys just sting and kill themselves and deal a bunch of damage and murder the bosses. That's how you finish off a boss as a blue mage. There you go. Kill yourself to win. That's the blue mage way. Martyn has his pearls of wisdom at the ready. What's up, Mr. Martyn? Learn to whistle, then. Reckon it'll prove handy in our next lesson. Let's make our way to... Darlings, just the mages I was looking for. Darlings, yeah, I figured it was Royce. Phew! I have the pleasure of giving Master Feargeese a guided tour of the Celestium and our facilities. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to join us, if you're not otherwise engaged, that is. Whoa! Busy? Why, not at all. Why, Calosa and I are free as proverbial birds, aren't we? I thought we were training. I only ask that you allow me a few moments to prepare the Blue Mages Guild for Master Feargeese. After all, it's not every day that we welcome such esteemed guests.
Actually, it is the Celestium's pit fees that I'm most interested in, where they are kept, how they are captured, and so forth.
As you wish, I'll introduce you to the Celestium's associates. And after that, I can explain the vital role of the Blue Mages Guild. On second thought, perhaps just one of you will suffice. Calosa, why don't you come on with us? It'll be a wonderful opportunity for you to see what goes on behind the scenes to maintain our menagerie. Sure, sounds like a plan. As I'm already familiar with the inner workings of the Masked Carnivale, I shall use this time to prepare for the spectacular exhibition of blue magic mastery, especially for Master Feargeese. Without any further ado, please allow me to lead the way to the Goldsmiths Guild. Goldsmith? Oh, maybe they make cages out of gold? I don't know. Goldsmiths Guild. How interesting. A bolt from the blue. Makes sense? I could probably sprint there in about the same amount of time. Gregarious Goldsmith.
Why yes, Mistress Royce of the Celestium is one of our most generous clients. Goldsmiths Guild. Not the first organization that springs to mind when thinking of the upkeep of dangerous beasts.
That's what I was saying. Cages made of gold. Crazy! Goldsmiths Guild provides many of the mechanical combatants that appear in the Masked Carnivale, such as arena Vikings and various other automata. Oh, that makes sense. Those Vikings and stuff, like the little mammoths that I just fought, they gotta be made with gears, and goldsmiths are best at making gears. Ever since the Celestium first began placing orders for mammoths, our artisans have been racing to keep up with demand. Most of them are constructed according to Charlian designs, and even the more simplistic configurations are remarkably complex. Nevertheless, we have endeavored to improve on the currently available models with a range of combatants, as per Mistress Royce's instructions, that are guaranteed to send all but the most battle-hardened contestants running to their mothers. Naturally, the mammoths must be kept in good repair, which can be somewhat costly. However, we strive to have as many parts as possible forged here in Uldar to reduce maintenance fees. Goldsmiths Guild also negotiated the purchase of several elegant relics from Sons of St. Koinok, including the gladiatorial and bestial nodes that appear in the Masked Carnivale.
Charlian and elegant technology, eh? Fascinating!
I'm sure you'll be equally impressed with what I have to show you at the Thaumaturge's Guild. This way, please. Ooh, I wonder what they have to do at the Thaumaturge's Guild. This one is better if we just teleport. Boop. Studious Thaumaturge. If you wish to peruse one of our tomes, you need only ask. Though why these shelves must be so high when we're staffed almost entirely by Lalafels is beyond me. I mean, ladders? I mean, you gotta have books somehow. What are you gonna... I guess you could build them wide, but then you'd run out of room fast.
What could the Celestium possibly want with the Thaumaturge's Guild? Could it be that? No, surely not.
Yeah, probably not zombies. It's no secret that the Thaumaturge's Guild regularly summons a variety of void scent as part of their experiments, which we at the Celestium put to good use. And in normal circumstances, we would not permit such hellish creatures be allowed to leave the confines of the Guild, but in Mistress Royce's case, we are willing to make an exception. Several exceptions, in fact, and continue to do so. Once a void scent has served its purpose, we must either dispose of the creature or send it back through the void gate. The Celestium, however, possesses the means by which to contain them, such as magic cages, shackles, and members of staff sufficiently trained in the dark arts. In addition, the transfer of void scent to the Celestium's facilities is carried out under the supervision of the Order to prevent any mishaps.
Jolly good. I see that the proper steps have been taken to ensure the safety of the audience, not to mention Ul'dah at large. It would seem I have little cause for concern.
As a matter of fact, Ultros and Typhon, who are said to be the result of the experiments carried out by the Guild, have both appeared in the Colosseum and are now part of the Masked Carnivale. For slavering spawn of the Netherworld, they are remarkably cooperative. Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind their tentacles. Ooh. However, most of the Celestium's beasts are far more earthly origins, though they are no less deadly for it. Brief visit to the quicksand, the last stop on our tour, will reveal how we go about acquiring such creatures. Well, I mean, that one makes more sense. You hire adventurers to get monsters. Like Final Fantasy X! Wasn't there an entire mini-game about just collecting, like, monsters to put in a Colosseum so you could fight them? I love how you fought monsters to catch them, to fight them in the Colosseum. I don't know. I don't get it. I actually don't know because I never actually played that part of Final Fantasy X.
You're an adventurer as well, ain't you? Got an eye for these things, you see.
Oh my gosh, do you have Furion's bandana? You got a bandana. Anyway.
I would not have expected the Celestium would be in collaboration with the Adventurers Guild.
Our contracts with the various branches of the Adventurers Guild ensure a steady supply of battle-ready beasts from a wide range of locations.
You think killing a wild behemoth is tricky? Try not killing it, trussing it up, and dragging the bloody thing all the way back to Ul'dah.
Ah, this one here knows what I'm talking about. I bet you done your fair share of that. Tying them up with rope, chucking them in sacks, that sort of thing. Yup. That's a lot of side quests that we haven't really done a lot of. But I think it happened one time. Didn't we do that in the main story where we had to, like, catch an eft or something? Something like that. Yeah, I've done plenty of that.
It's hard work to be sure, but the coin's alright.
We only use the very best adventurers, and in the event of any accidents, well, we simply hire more to replace them.
Haha, excellent. No point risking your own staff, now is there? And might I say, I am very impressed indeed by the lengths you go in order to thrill your audiences. Clearly, no expense has been spared. Colosseum has its own menagerie, but in terms of sheer variety, it pales in comparison to the Masked Carnivale. Yes, it seems that the Celestium is worth every gil I agree to invest. In fact, so overwhelmed am I by your professionalism, I am willing to increase the amount.
Master Feargeese, your confidence in our operation will pay dividends, I assure you. Now, I believe that Martyn will have finished preparing for his demonstrations so that he may have a glimpse in the entertainment we can expect from the great Azuro and his promising students.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's do it. We gotta speak with Martyn. Boing! Miners Guild. Derp derp derp. There we go. Oh wow, we're not finished with this quest. I thought this was the end.
Well, is he gonna begin or not?
He's probably waiting on me. Be nice. Can't really hope that he doesn't end up embarrassing me.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. You are about to bear witness to a spectacle the likes of which Ul'dah has never... Perhaps some other time, my dear fellow. One of the gladiators under my patronage is due to make his debut in the Masked Carnivale. Would you all care to accompany me? The contestant of whom I speak has achieved greater success in the Blood Sands. I personally am rather proud of him. What say you, lad? It would be my pleasure. Oh, Mr. Martyn, you probably worked so hard. Oh. Against Ultros? Who's this mysterious guy? Wow! One strike! Incredible! Siegfried claims another victory in the Masked Carnivale debut! Siegfried? This rising star of the Colosseum takes his name from the swashbuckling hero of myth, and as you can see, he certainly has the skills to match. Oh, jeez. What the? What's this? Siegfried is issuing a challenge to the great Azuro! Champions of the Celestium and the Colosseum are about to go head-to-head in a clash that is sure to set the arena ablaze! Maybe even literally. Oh, jeez. What was that? This is an unexpected turn of events, and a potentially very lucrative one at that. Couldn't have planned it better myself. What do you think, Mr. Martyn? Bloody hells. Well, I went to watch, and I end up getting roped into a match with some sword-waving oaf who's trying to steal my audience. Just my sword and luck. Here they come. Oh, here's Mr. Siegfried. What the? Oh, he's got his helmet off. What a show that was! Though it would seem the best is yet to come. Allow me to introduce the man behind the mask. I present to you the commander of the Stone Torches, my eldest son, Zierenberg. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I may be so bold, might I inquire as to why one of the most decorated gladiators in the Colosseum would enter the Masked Carnivale? As I'm sure you're aware, the Stone Torches serve as Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern's private security force, offering protection to our various mining and freight operations. The soldiers serve with pride and honor, yet the rather humdrum nature of the constant guard duty makes it a less than appealing prospect in comparison to working for the Brass Blades, whose reputation for bribe-taking and extortion attracts many would-be sellswords in search of quick gil. I'm in need of fresh recruits, and the Masked Carnivale offers a unique opportunity to showcase the martial prowess of the Stone Torches' finest. Your showy fireworks make for good entertainment, and the coin of your devoted followers will be most welcome. Once they arrive to see your match with Zierenberg, he will demonstrate the superiority of the Stone Torches over your blue magic. What? Strapping young men and women will be flocking to join my army, while I rake in the gil from the ticket sales. What could be more perfect? I have the popularity of your blue magic to thank for this opportunity, but beyond that, I've no interest in your parlor tricks. Nevertheless, I shall be taking a keen interest in your match with my son, till next we meet. Oh no, what did we get ourselves into, Mr. Martyn? Those balls, this evening just gets better and better. To think I passed up the chance to train my apprentices for the sake of that smug, shite-eating windbag. I think I owe those two an apology. Yeah, at least you understand that you need to. That can wait.
You need to keep your mind on the match. Who knows, you might even win. And then Feargeese will have to eat his words. Might even win? Why, the thought of losing never crossed my mind. When I'm finished with that over-muscled ox, his daddy won't recognize him. You said it, Mr. Martyn. I'd expect nothing less from the great Azuro. Of course, I'll have to shuffle the schedule around, open up a slot for your fight with Siegfried. I'll need you to be in top form, so do whatever it is you blue mages do to prepare. Alright, I'm out. Did you see the sides of that Zinberg bloke? I don't fancy getting on the wrong end of that sorta is. I'm not saying it will, but if anything were to happen to me before the match, I'll need you to take my place, like that time with Sudrachs. Oh man, really? I'm not looking forward to this one bit. Maybe I should try taking my mind off it by concentrating on the guild, starting with Piande and Nutiba's next lesson. Got a few loose ends to tie up first, so why don't you go and learn Exuviation in the meantime? Never know when a decent healing spell might prove useful. Now go, Calosa! Ultros is the best octopus. I know, he is amazing. But he's also really terrible. Calosa has to stay real far away from him. Jeez. So then, Exuviation. Where was it? I think it's the next one. There it is. Exuviation. This spell enhances the body's natural detoxification process, stimulating organs and the growth of new tissue. Perhaps due to it having originated with Wamaure, it feels much like shedding an old layer of scales. This one restores HP and HP to nearby party members, but the important one is it removes a detrimental effect. This is your, how would you call it? This is our Esuna. This is the only way to remove detrimental effects, so very important to have for when you're running dungeons. Exuviation is great. The important thing that in order to get this, when you go to the Sea of Clouds, here it says it's for the Sea of Clouds, you have to end up fighting a Wamaure, but then you have to start killing one of its babies. Once the baby is low enough health, it will use Exuviation on his baby to protect him, and then you can defeat the enemy and get the spell. So, this one is a little hard to pick up if you don't know what you're doing, but there you go. Alright, but let's continue. Let's get ready to see Mr. Martyn in action. Martyn is desperately trying to take his mind off of the impending match with Siegfried. You might be wondering why I'd ask you to learn Exuviation of all things. Well, as part of my research into the versatility of blue mages. You can use it to heal yourself, of course, but I want to see how effective that spelling is keeping your friends alive and kicking. In fact, I thought we'd take Piande and Nutiba out into the field to test a few of my theories. It'll be good training for them, too. Send them ahead to Horizon, and from there we'll head to Copperbell Mines, where I hear Hecatonkirs are causing a spot of bother. Really? More? I already beat all of them. An ongoing problem, by all accounts. Sounds like the perfect chance to show off our teamwork. Not that we'd ever worked as a team before, but this sounds like a good place to start. Sounds fun. It could be an all-blue mage party. I told you I'm not sure about this plan. Nutiba and Piande probably think this is just training exercise, but Hecatonkir is very dangerous. I know. I fought them. Please try to keep all three from harm. Maybe Calosa act as healer, yes? Sounds like a plan. I've got Exuviation on hand. Heal! Look at that! Yeah, I can do this. I'll be fine. Here we go. Off to Horizon. Oh, this way. There it is. There they are. Yo, Martyn, where are they? Where the bloody hells are they? I just asked the same thing, only without saying bloody. Knowing those two, they're probably getting fleeced by some swindler or another. You mean yourself? Ahem. Oh, look who it is. Finished sightseeing, have we? Master Calosa, since last we met, my blue magic has come on leaps and bounds. And thanks to our last lesson, I'm better at keeping my enemies in the back foot, or tentacle, wherever it might be. Oi, don't be getting ahead of yourselves. You might have had a few new spells and a bit more experience, but if you get complacent, those hecaton cures will be grinding your bones before you say flying sardine. I'm no stranger to Copperbell mines, you know. Hecaton cures don't scare me. This is my first time exploring this particular location. I've been asking other adventurers for advice, checking the layout of the tunnels and so forth. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. That's my motto. How about you, Guildmaster? Well, I can't say I've been there myself, but when you're as proficient in the blue arts as I am, you can sort of play it by ear, so to speak. Say, Calosa, you know anything about Copperbell Mines? I've been there more times than you've had hot dinners, Mr. Martyn. Every nook and cranny is indelibly etched into my memory. Let's do this. Maybe I should let you take the lead then. Haha, only joking. We all know who the leader is, Blue Mage. We all know who the Blue Mage leader is. It's me. Blue Mages, with me! I'm the leader! That's me, Martyn, the leader! Okay. Shoo! I remember flying over here and then I realized that there's a thing here. And then there's a little, like, door that goes into the mines and I'm like, ooh. Wish I knew more about it. Wish I could see more. Look at all this up here. I had never even noticed all these little parts. Oh, no! I wanted to go right on that part. Can I ride on this part? No. What is the point if you can look at these things and not actually do them? Anyway. Hey! Looks like someone's learning learning a new spell! You can do it! Look at the guy learning new spells. Nutiba Buntiba. What? What is this? Is this a void scent? I wasn't expected to be attacked before even setting foot in the mine, let alone by a void scent? I assume that's what this is. Or was, rather. Well, I mean, bombs are void scent, and they're all over the place in the mines. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad it's dead. Wait, did it just twitch, or am I imagining things? We were waiting for you to show up when this bloody, horrible, flying bastard came out of nowhere. Even though it caught us off guard, it was no match for the combined might of our blue magic. Oh, there's another one that went flapping off somewhere, but we were too knackered to go after it. Seeing as how you missed all the fun, I'm volunteering you to go and look for it. Be quick about it. All hells will break loose if that thing reaches horizon. Don't worry, you don't have to tell me twice. Come on, Jadalyn. Poisoned! Yeah! Metro magic! It's dead. It's dead! I killed it! Nicely done, mate. Now that I think of it, I've seen creatures like this before. They're used in the Masked Carnivale. Wait, what? Which raises the question, what are they doing here?
They went this way, quickly!
What the? Feargeese and his son Siegfried, or was that Siegberg? Whatever his bloody name is.
Azuro, you and your little friends managed to slay the escaped Voidsen? Seems you've spared our blushes.
Saw all that, tell us what's going on. You heard him, Feargeese. Royce as well, bloody hells, they're all coming out of the woodwork now. I'm lucky your underlings are so loose-lipped or I would never have tracked you down. You think you can make off with my Voidsen and get away with it? Investor or not, you've crossed the line!
No, I simply borrowed a couple in an attempt to quell the Hecatonkir uprising taking place on concerned property. I am sure you will be pleased to hear that your Vodorigas,
I've never had to say that word out loud,
proved to be most effective, veritable even weapons. You see, the tasks seem to waste on the Stone Torch's talents, and hiring adventurers can be so costly. As a matter of fact, I'm considering deploying Voidsen elsewhere to protect my interests from Roman beasts, marauders and the like, leaving my son and his men free to return to Ul'dah, where their talents could be put to better use.
Uh-oh. Oh no! I've seen that face on Royce. So that's what this is all about. It was just a ploy to get your hands on my pit fiends, wasn't it? This is a breach of our agreement.
Breach? With the vast amount I've invested into it, the Celestium's as good as mine. I have the right to run it any way I please. Every last mammoth, Voidsen, and wild beast in that menagerie belongs to me now.
I allowed you to invest in the Celestium, not to buy it from under my nose.
If you think I'm the sort to stand back and wait for the coin to come trickling in, you're very much mistaken.
I didn't get to where I am today by letting blustering fools with more gil than sense push me around. The Celestium is mine, do you hear me?
Watch your mouth, you second-rate hack!
Oh, is that so? Maybe I should ask our friends at the Syndicate who they think is second-rate. Woo!
I'll drive you out of Ul'dah! Nay, all of Eorzea! Everything you own will be mine! Mine! Might I make a suggestion? If you're looking for a substitute for the Stone Torches, mayhap the Blue Mages Guild will be a more manageable alternative to rampaging beasts. Each one of our mages comes fully equipped with a comprehensive selection of offensive, defensive, and healing spells perfect for every occasion! Every occasion? Come now, we all know he who embraces too much has a weak grasp. I have no need of pathetic jesters and silly costumes.
Oi, watch it, Granddad! We'll see who's pathetic when I put your boy on his ass! In fact, seems to me you could settle this whole dispute with a friendly little wager. If I lose, the Celestium goes to you, including the whole menagerie. You can use all the Voidsen along with the rest of the pit fiends however you like. But if I win, the Celestium stays with Royce. You'll give up any thought of using Voidsen and employing the Blue Mages Guild to defend your property instead. You bloody idiot! What do you think you're doing?
You have spirit, I'll give you that. Very well, I accept. I cannot decide which I am looking forward to most. Adding the Celestium to my family's ever-growing collection of businesses, or utterly humiliating you in front of your beloved audience. I will see you in the arena, clown.
You got this, Mr. Martyn.
Now that's settled, we might as well get going. Thanks to the Voidsen, it looks like we won't be hunting Hecatonkers after all. Nutiba, Piande, I don't think I'll be able to give you any more lessons till after my match, so perhaps you could go and learn some new spells or something. Calosa and I'll head back to the guild.
Good luck, you two! Have a good one! my friend mentioned that Jadelyn always sticks her face in the camera. I mean, it's true. She's really bad at photobombing. Hey, Alteron! I came into you screaming at bandits. That's basically it. Sorry if I startled you, Alteron. I'm glad you were able to make it. Maybe you can see if I can actually do the fight. I was actually having some problems doing the fight, so we'll see how it turns out. Cross your fingers. I cannot believe this.
Nothing like raising the stakes to make a fight more interesting, wouldn't you say? As much as the very idea of it brings bile to the back of my throat, the future of the Celestium is in your hands, Martyn. If you lose to Siegfried, I'll throw you to the behemoths. Fear not! I, the great Azuro, swear to defend your arena with my very life!
You're sounding like Hildebrand, Mr. Martyn. Scaring me.
Like I have a bloody choice. This is another fine mess I've talked myself into. Anyway, like I said before, I'll need you to be ready to stand in for me on the off chance I eat some dodgy dragon peppers or something and am unavoidably detained, if you catch my meaning. Oh my gosh, please don't.
That's what happens to my stomach too, Mr. Martyn, so I mean...
Oh, and there's one more spell I want you to learn. It's called Frog Legs, and it might not be all that useful in the arena, but you'll be able to put it use once you're getting paid to protect Amagina and Sons' mines. As Azuro II, I'm expecting great things from you. Now go, make your guildmaster proud. Don't mind if I do. Let's look at that Frog Legs ability. Frog Legs ability.
Frog Legs are from the Pororogos. There they are. They're from those little frog familiars that are around Master Matoya's place. This incantation-like song is evidently considered a toe tapper by Pororogos and Pororogos exclusively. To all other creatures, it sounds like a frog being run over by a carriage. Brazenly chanting it without remorse, therefore, is an effective means of drawing ire when necessary. It is basically a tank provoke. The most annoying thing I've ever seen is when people are like, oh, you don't need frog legs to, like, steal aggro from people. That's fine, you don't need it. If you're tanking as a blue mage, keep the frog legs. To put it on. I don't care what anyone says. Until you're, like, the master of all blue magic tanking, put frog legs on. Just listen. Martyn is unnervingly chipper for someone about to be attacked by a very large man with a very large sword. Mastered frog legs, have you? Jolly good. But luckily for you, I'm in tip-top shape, so you won't be standing in for me after all. Finally, that Siegfried bastard's gonna get what's coming to him for challenging the great Azuro. You got this, Mr. Martyn! I haven't got long until the next match, but I've got one or two things to take care of before I step into the arena. Don't worry, I'll be steering clear of dragon peppers and the like. I love it. Time to wait for him, and then we can watch his awesome fight. Darlings! Wait, where's Martyn? He said he was gonna go look for... He had an errand or two to run. Things to be taken care of? I'm at my wit's end as it is. And him disappearing all of a sudden is not bloody helping. Gods, I've never met anyone so infuriating. We'd better find him and quickly. I told you I think Martyn looking for information on Siegfried. Martyn was muttering fail to prepare is prepare to fail or something. Heard it from Nutiba, it seems. Maybe he went to Colosseum? Siegfried very famous there. But the match will be starting soon. Why has he waited until now? Finding out about his opponent should have been the first thing he did, not the last. Not to mention that if he doesn't get back here in time, he'll have to forfeit the match. Alright, let's head to the Colosseum and ask if anyone's seen him. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love. He's learning. He's learning that preparing is actually good, but he procrastinates immediately and waits to the absolute last second. He is a man after my own heart. He is like me in every way. It is stupid. Did you hear about the one time? I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but did you hear about the one time I had a paper? I had like one of those final papers, like the ones you're supposed to be writing for the entire term, a term paper. I had an entire term paper to be written, and I didn't want to write it. So I had like a week, and I was like, I got a week. I don't got to do this. Then it had 3 days, and I was like, I have 3 days. I don't got to do this just yet. I had 1 day, and it's 1 day. I don't need to do it. It was the day of, and I said, I got some time. I don't got to do it. I had an hour. I wrote the entire thing up in 1 hour, printed it out, turned it in. I got a C. Bam! Mr. Martyn and I. 2 peas in a pod right here. Have you seen a man in blue? A man asking about Siegfried? Why, yes, as a matter of fact, a rather slovenly fellow was making inquiries of that nature, if you must know. And, I might add, I am extremely disappointed that one of the Colosseum's most respected gladiators would stoop so low as to appear in that ridiculous circus they hold at the Celestium these days. Has he no shame? Oh, also, the person that is this lady's, attendant just has Thancred hair, and it makes me laugh every time. Imposing gladiator, look at him doing squats. What are you, Zach Fair? Have you seen a guy asking about Siegfried?
Yeah, he was here. Kept pestering me with questions about Siegfried. Wanted to know what techniques he uses, whether he has any weaknesses. It's plain he wanted to know how Siegfried could be beaten. So I gave it to him straight and told him he couldn't be beaten. Not in the Colosseum and not in the Celestium neither.
Oh, jeez, that doesn't sound good. Hey, spectator! Have you heard about a guy who was asking about Siegfried?
Yes. He was here just moments ago. It seems everyone's talking about Siegfried. Ah! His match with the Great Azuro is about to begin. Oh gods, I hope I make it in time.
Oh jeez, this isn't good. Yo, Royce! What do you think? So it says Latulja predicted he really was here after all. Calosa, Royce, what brings you here? Oh man, look at you, not wearing blue. Oh man, it's your cute little outfit that you wore when you were in hiding. I'm using air quotes. I should ask you the same thing. You're supposed to be at the Celestium in costume, so what the hell do you think you're playing at? Alright, love, keep your hair on. I'm only asking about my opponent is all. I'm in the middle of a failing to prepare. No, wait, that's not right. Anyway, it's as I thought. That plodding Gubu only knows how to attack from close quarters, so all I have to do is bombard him with my best spells before he has a chance to get near me. What could possibly go wrong? Now the time has come for Siegfried to taste my wrath. To the Celestium! Oh boy, here it comes!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the contest you've been waiting for is about to begin!
Yay!
Master of knowledge beyond the comprehension of mere mortals, and wielder of arcane magics as unfathomable at the deepest ocean, the indomitable keeper of the blue has come! The Great Azuro!
Yay, Mr. Martyn! Oh, look at that smug look! He's got this!
Introducing his opponent, stepping straight from the pages of myth, the peerless swordsman and the champion of the Colosseum! Siegfried! In my eyes, ladies and gentlemen, never have I seen such a dramatic transformation!
What the? He's got like a weird gun and the sword and the cape and the...
As we all know, the great Azuro is fond of his little tricks, so Siegfried decided to prepare a few of his own. At Amachina and Sons Mineral Concern, we research various technologies, including Garlean Magitech, and have restored several armaments salvaged from the battlefield.
Magitech? I don't remember any stories about Siegfried wearing Garlean armor and carrying a hand cannon!
Fear not! It'll take more than some hurriedly cobbled together pot lids and a child's Papoto launcher to best the great Azuro!
Go, Mr. Martyn!
But enough talk! Have at you! Know your folly, Siegfried!
Wow! Amazing! He's already down!
You never stood a chance against the great Azuro.
What the? It was a copy? Mighty Guard!
The great Azuro repels Siegfried's surprise attack in the nick of time!
Swift cast, diamond back! Nice job, Mr. Martyn!
I shall never succumb to a shameless cheat like you!
Oh no! Mr. Martyn, you can't handle that! No! You can't lose!
Such determination! The match is not over yet! Impressive, but the time has come for you to admit defeat.
No!
Never! Whistle, moon flute, I'm taking you down with me!
Martyn, you idiot! It was final sting, not self-destruct!
Incredible! Even after the great Azuro's reckless final attack, the challenger is still standing! Victory goes to Siegfried!
No!
Such power. It was only this Magitech armor that saved me. Without it, I would have been blown to pieces. Father, for the sake of my honor, I demand a rematch! If that is what you desire, though it would appear the poor fool is in sore need of an infirmary bed. Or perhaps a coffin.
Mr. Martyn!
If the great Azuro is in no fit state to fight, then I have no option to request a replacement. Azuro II! I challenge you! Good gods almighty! I can scarce imagine what the next match holds in store! With the great Azuro lying broken and defeated, it falls to his gifted protege to avenge him! I wonder if she'll come out of her hiding to face this monstrous demon!
Let's do this. And so that was the introduction of Siegfried. Siegfried is a character from Final Fantasy VI, who, when you fought in the Colosseum and tried to put some really expensive items like a mega elixir up for the Colosseum, he would come and absolutely wreck your day. He had a lot of attacks that Calosa is going to end up encountering. It's not going to be fun. I always wondered about Siegfried because there was like a plot about him where, like, if you talk to him, he mentions that he had, that there was an imposter that was impersonating him. And so, like, you do meet him a few times beforehand, and he's super easy. You just absolutely annihilate him. And, like, he's like, oh, I'm still the best, and he runs off all whining. And so there's a good chance that most likely there was going to be more of like a who is this other Siegfried that they cut from 6, I guess, because they're like, oh yeah, there was another Siegfried that was like weaker than mine and he's a pale imitation. But it never came up in the actual game. You never found out who this other imposter is, whether or not he was just bluffing. I don't know. Who knows? No one knows. I, however, wonder because you meet the imposter first of all. You meet him on the Phantom train, and in Final Fantasy V, Gilgamesh had used to self-destruct and died. So I was wondering if maybe that was the original plan, was to have the imposter Siegfried be the first reappearance of Gilgamesh? Maybe it's not like that. That's my idea. That's my interpretation of what might have been, especially since Gilgamesh in many other itinerations that ends up like impersonating someone or like taking on a different name, especially in like Final Fantasy IX and other things like that, and 8 where he gets like he steals Odin's sword and things. So question mark, I don't know, whatever. But in this case, the imitation Siegfried is shown by that copy that he used. He was able to make copies, and he's gonna be making copies. It's gonna be great. Siegfried's conscience got the better of him, though I don't imagine Feargeese will be too thrilled. Oh, Mr. Martyn, how are you feeling?
Grace, I'm so sorry. To be honest, after he broke through my mighty guard, I knew he had me beaten. Best I could hope for was to force a draw, and we all know how that went. And a fat lot of good on my check-in beforehand did. If I had known he'd come dressed in Magitech, waiting a sword and cannon, I'd have, well, not much I could have done, I suppose.
Shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Martyn. Really was an incredible match, and you very nearly beat him. In any case, the wager to decide ownership of the Celestium is still on. It's all down to you, Calosa. Siegfried's as strong as an aurochs, cunning as a fox, and slippery as an eel, so you'll be got to keep your wits about you. Siegfried is a choir boy compared to me. A choir boy! Leave it to me! Well, well, you certainly sound confident. Anyway, there's still time to prepare, so make sure you have everything in order before your showdown with Siegfried. I wish you luck.
Oh, Martyn's still looking all sad.
Gods, I've made a right mess of all this. Blue magic perfect for every occasion. No one's gonna believe that now. Might as well throw all my research down the privy. Unless you're willing to help me out. If you went exploring with a few other blue mages, I'll be able to compile the information into a log of some sort, which I can use to help plan new strategies. I've added a few pages to the back of your blue magic spellbook to help keep track of everything. Each time you make it out of one of those places alive, you'll get a reward. We've even got special blue mage gear to trade in for anything you've collected. Best of all, every item is endorsed by yours truly. Balls, what am I talking about that for? There'll be plenty of that time for after you've beaten Siegfried. Now go, Azuro II, avenge your master and restore honor to the Blue Mages Guild. Heck yeah, the blue scream of death. Blue Mage's log unlocked, yay! In addition, Blue Mage log can now be accessed via the Blue Magic Spellbook. And speaking with a tooljar, you can trade allied seals for various items. Woo! So, Blue Mage's log. Here it is. You can look up what you got. Some people want to do anti-tower. Bitter memory farms. No thanks. Blues bring ultra vibration and the Ram's voice. Heck yeah. That's how you kill everything. Why do you want a dancer for? Get that dancer out of here. Get out of here. Shoot. What is even the point? But yeah, so you do all of the dungeons as blue only, and look at all these dungeons I've done. This check mark means I've done them. I haven't done all of them though. Which is why we need to get Annika and Elvie to get blue magic so we can start doing runs. Also, not only that, but there's also these types, these little, the little ones with the star next to them, that show that there's a weekly target! Woo! This will give you even more stuff if you can complete it. Ooh, I've already done that one though. But you can also get prime targets of defeating Zervin Extreme with all blues. 8 blues? Good luck! Oh, jeez. I cannot even imagine trying to do 4.0 Savage. No, that's not even worth it. That's not even worth it. Absolutely not. Jeez, whatever. But yeah, so running with all blue mages is super fun. Is so much fun. It's so good. And now that you have etherical mimicry and can take on like healer or DPS types, so much fun. Gosh, I cannot even tell you how much fun it is trying to get as many people as possible together. There you can even run Crystal Tower 24-mans all blue. It's really hard, but you can. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Martyn presumably wishes to thank you for avenging his defeat at the hands of Siegfried. Wait, do I have to beat him? I think, yeah. Whoops. Alright, so anyway, let's do it. Let's defeat Siegfried. So, first off, you can't go in without being... John! Oh, there. We gotta get the visor on. Yeah. There we go. How are we gonna do it if we're not working as a blue mage? So, let's do it. Woo! So, here we go. Dirt and Rider Nazumagia. Catch of the Siegfried. Here it is. Siegfried. 3x, just like Azumagia. Bonus details. What is it? Too fast, too furious. What was it? Can't touch this. There it is. Can't touch this. What else was there? Total, cast spells, aspected to all 6 elementals, elemental mastery. Total mastery, use actions aspected to all 6 elements. And 3 damage types, we need that one. And then, there's a special one that doesn't pop up here. But you have to kill all of Siegfried's little, clones. He has 3 clones. What is it? Martyn only had to deal with 1. We gotta do all 3. Not fair, but what are you gonna do? I've done it before. And then I've tried it again and I failed. I've done it 3 or 4 times. Let's try it. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Alright, first one is really easy. I've got this part down to a science because I've run it so many times! Right now he starts out with being immune to damage, to magic damage, so we gotta do only physical. So he uses that thing to bind you. Oh, jeez. Okay. And then he uses this Magitech explosive. You're supposed to get knocked back, but you can just skip all that and final sting him right now. And have him fall on you. Thunk! You cannot final sting him anymore because you only have 10 minutes and you gotta do it in 6. So, we can't final sting him anymore, but that's the best time to do it. Alright, waiting for off guard to come off of cooldown. Come on, come on, come on. You do it. Alright, here we go. Alright, we need off guard, swift cast, moon flute. Hydro pull. Got him. Okay, got it off. Okay. Moon flute means that you can't actually attack or move around for a little bit, so... Oh, he's dead. Nice. Whew. Last one. Here it comes. He starts out again using his ability that makes him immune to magic, so physical only for a little bit. Alright, same thing, wait for off guard. Okay. Okay, he's gonna summon his first clone. He's weak to ice. There we go, kill him. Kill him ASAP. Start going. Physical attacks only. Dodge as needed. Keep going. Ankle graze. That's fine. Get rid of it. Hop out. His thing is gone, so we can start abyssal transfictioning. Woo! We can start using magic. We can start using magic again. Without getting hurt. Whoop. Second clone. Second clone is weak to wind. Make sure. There we go. Take him down. Extra damage. There we go. Gonna ankle graze again. That's fine. Deviation. Get out of there. Don't get hit. Okay, he's going to cast another magic drain. And one final. Nope. Absolutely not. Three, two, one. Boom! No! I missed something! I might have got hit somewhere. I probably got clipped. Oh well, there we go. Oh well. Sorry. Yeah, I got elemental mastery to yeah, I can't touch this. I got clipped somewhere. Oh well. Zanen. Maybe I'll do it another time. I've done it before. I could go look it up if you really wanted to. If you wanted to look at my stupid thing. I feel really bad. Blah. By category, where's battle? It's somewhere around here. Champion of the blue, none more blue. There it is. So there you go. I've done it. I've done it. I tried to show it off. I must have got clipped somewhere. I don't know, and I don't care. You could probably look it up later when I put this up online, and then just avoid it. I think I probably got clipped at the very beginning when I was attacking him too much. Oh well. Or maybe I think I got hit by that fire during the second Siegfried. I was kind of close to it. Oh well. Mane. You did it! The great Azuro has been avenged! Honestly, mate, I can't tell you how satisfying it was seeing you knock the stuffing out of that pompous bastard. Leave it to me! Ha! From the pitter-patter of distant footsteps, it sounds like I ain't the only one who wants to congratulate you. Oops, I forgot to take off my mask. Oh well. Oh, hey, look at you in your cute new outfits! Superlatives! Splendiferous! The pinnacle of blue magery! Truly, you are everything I aspire to be. I knew Azuro II wouldn't let us down! Oh, no. I'm so good. Oh, you're making me blush! So you're the ones who are screaming at the top of your lungs from start to finish? It's nice to know Calosa has such enthusiastic followers. Of course, no one was more pleased than me to see you triumph over Siegfried. The Celestium and its menagerie remain in my possession, and I'll sleep more easily knowing that Fear Geese won't be unleashing any void scent just to clear out those blasted minds of his. You have my thanks.
Calosa, you beat me fair and square. Even with all of that magitech, I was no match for you.
Bow.
Yes, I must commend you on a fine victory. What is more, you've opened my eyes to the potential of blue magic. I know better than anyone how fierce a fighter my son is, yet you had an answer for his every move. Your defenses, nigh on impenetrable. Your barrage of attacks, overwhelming. And on the few occasions that his blows struck too, though one occasion, probably, your healing art swiftly mended the wounds. So, the Blue Mages Guild has gained your seal of approval, so to speak. Oh, good. More or less, while Calosa here easily surpasses my expectations, and you possess no small amount of ability yourself, I have yet to assess the suitability of the guild as a whole. I shall hire you and your mages on a per-job basis and have you fulfill whatever roles are deemed necessary. You will not regret this! I shall handpick our very best according to your requirements, all for a reasonable price.
I assume you shall refrain from taking more than your fair share?
Well, part of the payment will go to the running the cost of the guild. Besides, I think I'm entitled to a bit of a finder's fee, all things considered. Can't expect the guildmaster to live on table scraps. Ho, 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 ho!
Freeze frame, roll credits.
I shouldn't laugh, really. He has actually been surviving on scraps for a while now. Perhaps I should pay him a bit more. Oh yes, there was one other thing I wanted to say. I apologize for speaking out of turn at Copperbell Mines, Master Fear Geese. No, you had every right to be angry. And when you suggested that other members of the syndicate thought of me as second rate, it struck a nerve, but because deep down, I knew it was true. In the events following Teleji Adeleji's death, Lolorito's influence has been growing steadily, while Godbert's gold saucer continues to make kill hand over fist. As for Prioress Dualala, being head of the older Nald Thal means her position will always be secure. I, on the other hand, have been desperately searching for a means to reassert myself within the syndicate. It's fair to say that perhaps the success I had attained in my youth led to complacency. Royce, you remind me of myself when I was your age. I traversed the length and breadth of Thanalan, doing whatever it took to fill Amagina and Sons' coffers. I once had that same drive, the same desire to innovate that I see in you. From now on, rather than using my wealth to bully others into relinquishing control of what is theirs, I shall strive to create something from the ground up, to explore new frontiers. And it seems there's no better time to begin than right now. After all, I am not getting any younger. Bid you all good evening.
Oh. Goodbye, Mr. Feargeese. Have a good one. Speaking of exploring frontiers, that's exactly what Natiba and I should be doing. Who knows? We might even discover new blue magic that even the guild master's never seen. Bye-bye! No doubt they're feeling inspired after seeing the exploits of Azuro II. My audiences will be eager to see more of you too, so the doors of the Celestium are always open should you be available to put on a show. Yay! God, I miss Jen. She reminded me of me at her age. I mean, when I was her age, she reminded me of her age. She reminded me of my age at her age. When I was her age, she was reminded of me. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't know if that was a reference. I'm sorry if it was, and I could have tried to mimic it. And once again, I'm left feeling about as useful as teats on a bull. I reckon it's time I packed it all in. Oh, Martyn. Oh, it's IT. Oh, yeah, God. Oh, so that was Moss. God, I miss Jen. She reminded me of me at her age. Oh, is Denholm? Oh, it was Denholm. It was the leader guy. God, I miss Jen. She reminded me of me at her age. I mean, when I was her age, she reminded me of her age. She reminded me of my age. Yeah, okay. Just trying to do him. I cannot. I try to do those accents. I'm not very good. Not very good. Calosa, there's no point in denying it any longer. You've well and truly surpassed me. You've mastered everything I've mastered, triumphed where I've miserably failed. I've enjoyed my moment in the limelight, but I know when it's time to bow out. Oh, Mr. Martyn! Day has come for me to hang up my cloak and little eye mask thingy. No, Martyn! The show must go on! You can't leave now! It's no use, Calosa. My mind's made up. It's better for me to quit while I'm ahead. I mean, quit before things get any worse. There we go. That's a Denholm quote. But enough of this. This is really it, mate. It's curtains for the great Azuro. No! But hark! From the ashes rises Azuro III, the intrepid founder of the Blue Mages Guild. What? So what do you think? I'll tell everyone the great Azuro was just looking after it until Azuro III returned from somewhere. I'll think of that later. Anyway, that's not all. He'll be the new star attraction of the Masked Carnivale, giving me a chance to start afresh here, too. Okay. Of course, I'll be carrying on my research into new blue mage strategies and whatnot, and maybe even make my own army like Feargeese did. Might be a few gil in that. Anyway, I'll still need you to help out with the logs, so come by the guild whenever you have the time. Freeze frame, roll credits for real. In order to take the next Blue Mage quest, you must finish all of Heavensward, which I've done, but we're still not going to go. You have completed Blue Mage Part 2, Exiting New Game Plus Mode. I'm going to try one more time. I think I might have hit him with a spell right before his thing came off. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do it. I swear I'll do it. I've messed up before and that's fine, but I'm gonna do it. Nope. There we go. Slippery knife in there. There we go. knife. 2 knives. Get out. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm good. Final sting here, and done. What? I didn't crit on those. Whoops. One more time. I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. No, that one doesn't do damage. You have to get hit by that spinny move. That doesn't do damage. Good idea, though. I might have gotten hit by one of the attacks that like, oops, oh no! Oh, I've messed up so much! No! Come on! There we go. The crit will do it. Woof. But I might have gotten hit by something in the middle of all that explosive stuff. You never know. I'm gonna do this. I can do it. I've done it. All right. Off guard. Wait for off guard. But bristle is fine. Yeah. And then get out of here, and then wait. This is really bad. Actually, not so bad. Okay. Get out of here, Siegfried. Shoot. No, no, you saw me defeat Azuro. This one's the next one. You've seen me load up the thing. You've seen me show off that I have done this, but yeah. You have not actually seen me do this one. Alright. Get over here. Go. Oh no, I haven't crit. No! You jerk! Do it! No! Okay, he's down. That's gonna ruin all of my DPS. Which is fine, I'll just off guard and use a bunch of other attacks. Gotta improvise when you don't crit when you're supposed to, you stupid game. Second one. There we go. Okay. Whoa! What is it? Put Sonic Boom in just in case. No, bad. A bad boy. There we go, okay. He's got low enough health now, like it should have been. One. There we go, and use the fire. Fire, fire, fire! Okay. Woo! Gee, 2, 1. Blah, 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 blah. Can't touch this Celestium's finest! There it is! So I told you I could do it. Told you I could do it. I must have got clipped by something before. You can catch the bot if you care that much. It's not that much. But there you go. That was proof that I could do it. Anyway, so Calosa, but the things that call, the wind calls to Calosa, and she must find more blue magic things to do with her new Blue Mage's log. Perhaps she can get 8 people together and do Titan hard at some point. Or maybe she could get around to doing Alexander Burden of the Sun. Why do people want to do that one? Oh yeah, J-Kick. J-Kick is fun. That was the one I was using. This one here, where you fly around. Yeah. Lots of fun. These are amazing abilities, and it's fun to go on a magic adventure to get new things. So, but for now, Calosa should probably find a new place to go, and maybe next time, maybe at some point this week, maybe later. Alteron, are you big? Are we gonna be hanging out tomorrow? You are busy, right? You're still busy, so we are not hanging out tomorrow, right? If we are not hanging out tomorrow, maybe I'll do Heavensward Carpenter tomorrow. That might be nice. Yeah, so we're gonna try this one. So I'm thinking we might want to do Carpenter Part 2. Not in game. Oh, but we can still hang out and talk. Okay, so we'll still watch the shows together tomorrow then. So not Carpenter. Maybe another time. We'll probably try to do Carpenter another time. But for now, I think we can finish these stream a little early. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for watching that awesome fight. It was awesome, I know. Pew pew pew. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could hang out in voice and maybe watch the shows or something. I don't know. We'll find out something. But if not, then maybe we'll do a thing. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for coming, everyone. I will see you guys around another time. Thank you.